Hi there. So this is part 3 of common PR terms every beginner should know. Now the first two videos we covered essential words and we'll do the same today. Now there are more terms and phrases you'll come across in your day-to-day PR work. So knowing them will help you communicate more confidently with journalists, with your colleagues and your clients as well. Now, the first word we have here is embargo. Now, an embargo is when a journalist or PR team asks that a story not be published until a specific date or time. It ensures all media coverage goes out simultaneously. For example, a company or let's say a tech company shares product details under embargo, so reporters can prepare their articles but not publish until launch date. So they are making sure that all content is prepared, ready to be published on the date of the launch date or the event. Then we have call sheet or a media call. Now this is a schedule of calls or interviews between a journalist and company spokespeople. So it helps PR teams organize media outreach efficiently. Another example would be, let's say, during a product launch, the PR team sends a call sheet so multiple reporters can speak with the CEO throughout the day. And then next up we have op-ed. Now this is an opinion piece written by an expert, executive or thought leader, usually published in the opinion section of a newspaper or magazine. Now, let's say, for example, a CEO writes an op-ed about sustainability trends for a major business publication. It's usually when the CEO or the writer they have experience or this is within their field, so they are able to speak on that topic. Then we have a B-roll. Now, this is supplemental video or visuals provided to journalists to enhance a story or news segment. It helps media outlets create more engaging content. Another example is the PR team sends B-roll footage of a new store opening to TV stations so that they can include it in their coverage. So it makes the story stand out even more to the audience. Then we have media advisory. Now, a media advisory is a short notice sent to journalists about an upcoming event, press conference, or announcements. So it gives key details without a full story. An example here would be a nonprofit sends a media advisory for a charity fundraiser, and this includes the time, date, as well as the location. Then we have a press tour or media tour. Some of you might be familiar with this when you are looking at the press tour of upcoming movies or movies that have just been released, where all of the actors or directors or whoever would go on a press tour to basically market the movie. Now, a press tour is a series of, let's say, interviews, events, or meetings organized for journalists to cover a company or product or a movie as well. It's a way to give multiple outlets first-hand access. Another example is a car manufacturer invites journalists to test drive a new vehicle on a media tour. And then last up, we have attribution. Now, attribution is the practice of citing the source of a quote, statistic, or piece of information in a story. So it ensures accuracy and credibility. So another example would be, so let's say you are saying, according to Jane Doe, CEO of, let's say, XYZ company, this tool will change how teams collaborate. And there you have it for part 3. So learning these terms will make you work with journalists and clients much smoother. And it's all about building confidence as a PR professional. So stay tuned. We might add a few more advanced terms next week.